Good morning everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. My name is Alpa Sharma and this is our daily Hindu editorial analysis. I hope I am clearly visible and audible to everyone. Good morning Purva, Shreya, Shivaji. Am I clearly visible and audible? Can you hear and see me clearly everyone? In the app as well? Good morning Yashashvi, Soumya. Hi Shreya. Yes, that's good. All right, so new week and Saturdays and Sundays we did not have our editorial classes. So I've bought older articles that we had missed out over the last 3 days. And I think both of them become very important topics that need to be discussed as a citizen of our country as well as from the perspective of our examination. Both the topics can easily be asked in the form of reading comprehension in our examination. So before we start off with anything, I'll tell you what am I going to take today. 13th of December, one article has been taken from the Hindu and one article has been taken from the Indian Express. This article was written by our CJI N.V. Ramana, and I'm sure all of you have read this article. If you haven't, today is the time. Let's read it in detail. Let's look at our perspectives. Let's analyze that, because I'm very sure something of this sort can be asked in any of your law entrance examinations. So before that, if you're targeting CLAT 2022, we have two new batches that we've launched. Batch 5. One is a bilingual batch, partially Hindi, partially English, and the other batch is a batch in English. So this is the batch in English. I'll be teaching in the batch that is in English. So you could choose whatever mode of communication you're the most comfortable with if 22 CLAT is your target. Jaldi se enroll kar lo iske liye, because you don't have a lot of, you have really less time. You're officially late. So don't be more late. Enroll yourself at the earliest. और अगर आप CLAT 23 टारगेट कर रहे हो, we have a newest batch, batch 6. I'll be teaching in this batch as well. So अगर 23 आपका टारगेट है, ये बैच आपके लिए है. एक साल भी प्रैक्टिकली अब नहीं बचा है, lesser than a year now. तो जल्दी से एनरोल कर लो इस बैच के लिए अगर ये आपका टारगेट है. तो क्लास में क्या करने वाले हैं? We okay. Good morning everyone. Okay, Ashish. Although I've answered this multiple times in my sessions, but since you haven't got the answer yet, I'll attempt to explain this again to you in quickly 1 minute. If there are articles in newspapers that is on any topic that you are not comfortable with, that you're not aware of, the best methodology, now it could be any topic. For you it's economics, for others it could be philosophy or sociology or anything. The best methodology could be that you be comfortable with the topic. And how do we become comfortable with the topic? We read about that topic. So you have to read about economics. You have to search about the common terminologies that are used in that passage. You have to know the implication of these terms. Although I try to take economic articles time and again in my Hindu editorial classes. So you have to be regular with my classes. You have to search about your weakness, the topics that you're not comfortable with, read about that topic and be comfortable. Because if a passage on economics was asked in the history of CLAT, it can come back again and you have to be okay with that. So करना क्या है आपको? Wikipedia खोल के बैठो, सर्च करो उस टॉपिक के बारे में, उसकी टर्मिनोलॉजीज के बारे में और कंफर्टेबल हो उसके बारे में. ओके, दैट इज द बेस्ट थिंग दैट यू कैन डू टू बी कंफर्टेबल. तो अगर आपका इकोनॉमिक्स है, उसके वर्ड्स निकालिए, वर्ड्स याद करिए और उनकी मीनिंग और इम्प्लीकेशंस को समझिए. ओके, all right, so let's move ahead. What are we going to do in the class? We'll have a quote of the day that you're going to give me. Then we'll revise 3 questions from our last class. We had a lot of new vocabulary, 11 strong, if you remember that word. We had a lot of new vocabulary in the last session. We're going to revise that. Plus, we will be taking 2 articles, doing complete discussion, detailed discussion on them. We'll try to memorize all the vocabulary out of it. In the end, आप मुझे tone of the author बताएंगे each article का और summary लिखेंगे under my video and not more than 1 line. आप summary लिख के बताएंगे मुझे summary क्या है. I'll be analyzing your summary और end में हम देखेंगे आज के न्यूज़पेपर्स में क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस में, हिंदू में जो पढ़ना जरूरी है हमको. ओके, नाउ इट ऑलवेज सीम्स इम्पॉसिबल अंटिल इट इज डन. यस यस यस, हमेशा लगेगा कि ये नहीं हो सकता, ये इम्पॉसिबल है. आपने कल मेरा ऊर्जस्वी गोस्वामी के साथ सेशन देखा? नहीं देखा तो देख लेना आज. I think that session is going to give you a tremendous amount of booster, a tremendous amount of good vibes, and that will put you in a very good pedestal. तो अगर आपने नहीं देखा है वो सेशन, I think you should be watching the whole session. The energy of this session is just contagious. There's a reason why I bought her on this platform. Out of all the thousands of kids I had taught, please watch the session. Okay? So जब तक आपका अचीव नहीं होगा आपको लगेगा ये इम्पॉसिबल है, ये नहीं हो सकता मुझसे. बट जब अचीव हो जाएगा तो आपको लगेगा यस आई कुड डू इट. तो इसलिए हार्डवर्क करते रहो, मेहनत करते रहो, राइट डायरेक्शन में चलते रहो, कंफर्म करते रहो आप राइट डायरेक्शन में. यही आपको करना है. यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट द एंड रिजल्ट. ओके, नाउ लेट्स मूव अहेड. यस यस Ashmita, she is. All right, so quote of the day is done. Let's revise vocabulary from yesterday's class. No, the last class, that was on Friday. What is one word for cancel or refraining from exacting or inflicting a punishment? Is it remit, Levinstrom, deploy or lynch? Easy word. Options easy actually. Answer क्या है? Yeah, good morning. ऐप में बताइए आंसर क्या है? Yes, Bani, you're absolutely right with you. I absolutely agree with you. सबका ये है आंसर, ऐप में भी, अभिनव का भी. yes, exactly. So now Abhinav, after our Zoom session that we've had, I look at you from a different side. I know who you are and how do you speak. I look at you and multiple other people from a different light. All those who had been in my Zoom session, people are going to ask me, ma'am ये Zoom session क्या है? तो ये Zoom session उन बच्चों के लिए है जो मेरी क्लासेस में बहुत रेगुलर होते हैं. Let me disclose, let me bring the cat out of the bag. So this Zoom session was held for people who, or for students who were really regular with me and in touch with me and in contact with me, and it was a gift that I could give to them, a personal session where we had only a handful of people and we talked and we discussed and we spoke to each other. It was a video meeting that we had. So if you are one of them, I knew ये Zoom session question आएगा. If you are one of them, congratulations. If you aren't one of them, you have to earn it. And how do you earn it? You be regular. The answer to this question is remit. Remit is the answer. Okay? I'm going to have another Zoom session in the next 15 days. So make sure you prove your worth. All right? Okay. So one second. I've been coughing since ages. All right. So the answer here is remit. Yes. This one. Next word. Contemplate or conceive of as a possibility or a desirable future event. Envisage. Triskaidekaphobia, vintage or superstition. What is it? I would agree. I would second Prachi. I would agree with her. But the whole point is आपको macro economics की 12th की book इतनी detail में पढ़ने का need नहीं है. Okay? Shreya, next time make sure the mic is working. ADA. Okay. The answer is A. It is A. Yes. It is envisage. VIS was the root word we did. To picture, to imagine, to foresee. Right? So our answer is A here. ये word हमने इतनी बार किया अपनी हिंदू classes में. Everyone should know this. Okay? Then next word, relating to a spiritual realm, transcendental, empirical, discrete or suffice. I know there is going to be a confusion here. 11th round, तनु ये बहुत डिटेल में मैंने बताया था बच्चे लास्ट क्लास में. Oh, there's a poll. Poll में आंसर मार्क कीजिए. Oh, that's a surprise to me. Poll में आंसर मार्क कीजिए everyone. Not in the app. It's going to be there on our YouTube platform. So people in the app, please answer to me in the app chat में, and people on our 100% correct answers in the poll. Yes, Sanika, you should be. Yes, everyone who's answered in the poll is correct. It's A for sure. Oh, that's a good thing. Let's from the next time do it on the poll only. Okay, everyone in the app is also correct. It's transcendental. I taught you this word which is used a lot of times with reference to philosophy. Okay, so that was it for revision. Now let's start with the vocabulary from today's articles. The first one, pedagogy. Now we did a root word last week, that was PED and PAED, where both of it meant child. So pediatrician, I told you, initially was written with PAED, but now it's written with PED as well. PED has two meanings, legs, feet, and child. So PED can also be used as child. Here in pedagogy, the root word is PED, which also means child. How you teach, how you instruct, what is your methodology that you're using. So my methodology is I talk a lot, and through this talking I attempt to teach you, to make you understand, and that is my pedagogy. There are other people who teach with a different methodology, different pedagogy. So the methodology and practice that you use for teaching. Now who would you be teaching? Children, of course, and thus with child, PED comes as a root word here. The relationship between applied linguistic and language pedagogy is hard to understand. So the methodology of teaching language and applied linguistic is what they're referring to here. I hope everyone understands how PED is used, and understand logy is not the root word here, not the suffix here. It's goji. Okay, that's different. Now, next word here. Any doubts, any questions? Yes. No, Pooja, we've just started. All right. Poll gaya, bache. Poll is over. Now let's look at this one. Okay. Embed. Embedded मतलब basically आप एक चीज को deeply fix करते हैं कहीं भी. So, for example, you're making some jewelry. आपने उसमें stones, embedded stones हैं. That means वो deeply fix है. They're stuck there. That is one example of embedded. There could be another example where history में कोई चीज एक deeply fixed mark छोड़ के जा रही है. That could also be embedded. So, for example, the Nazi ideology, deeply scarred, is embedded. He had an operation to remove a nail embedded in his chest. Oh my God. Oh, even thinking of it hurts me. So यहाँ वो deeply fixed है, but वो conceptually भी, theoretically भी कोई चीज fix हो सकती है. Not physically deeply fix होना. Okay. Next one, induce. Basically कुछ करने के लिए कोई एक्शन स्टार्ट करने के लिए आप किसी को परसुएड करते हैं. ओके, कोई रिएक्शन देने के लिए आप किसी को परसुएड करते हैं, इज इंड्यूस. द पिकेट्स इंड्यूस्ड मेनी वर्कर्स टू स्टे अवे. उन्होंने लोगों को परसुएड किया दूर रहने के लिए, वर्कर्स को परसुएड किया दूर रहने के लिए. दैट परसुएशन इज इंड्यूसिंग. एनी डाउट्स हियर, एनीवन? Shikha, okay, now it's your first class. All you have to do is, we haven't started off with anything. I'll repeat. These are the words we're going to see in today's articles that I discuss. Understand the meaning of these words. Then we're going to look at their contextual usage in the articles we discuss. So we aren't doing anything. It's a new set of vocabulary for everyone in the class. Okay? Yes, Zikra, you're absolutely right with the synonyms of pedagogy. Instructions, teaching, guidance, yes. So Shikha, just stick with me till the end of the class. It's going to make a bigger picture for you. All right. Okay, here we go. Ignite the fire, induce. Yes, Arshita, you can say that. Okay. The next one, systematic. That is organized. That has a proper system, is systematic. The disease is localized rather than systematic. मतलब organized नहीं है, एक particular part में नहीं है, it's spreading out throughout. It has a system of spreading out. That's systemic. Oh, sorry. Yes. So जिसका system है, that's systemic. Next word. I hope आपने screenshot ले लिया previous slide का. नहीं लिया तो जल्दी से ले लो. This is slide number 1. Any doubts? Okay, yeah. Arranged, yes, you can call it arranged as well. I mean, literature, embed and introduce can be used in similar manner. Yes, you can. Yes, you can use them. Okay? All right. Institutionalized सौम्या बोल सकते हो आप बिल्कुल, not local but it is spreading as a system that is systemic. Okay? Let's move to the next word. Peculiar. Peculiar is different from usual. Unique maybe, or strange maybe, or idiosyncratic maybe. That quality, that idea is peculiar, not usual, is peculiar. He gave her some very peculiar looks, not usual looks. Those looks are peculiar. Peculiar ideas, unusual, strange ideas. Okay? The next one, juxtapose. We did this word a few weeks back. So, एक contrasting idea present करना किसी normal idea के साथ is juxtaposition. Black and white photos of slums were starkly juxtaposed with color images. तो एक opposite idea के साथ साथ आपने एक दूसरा opposing idea रख दिया. That is juxtaposition. Okay? You can call it related to a paradox as well. Okay? Any doubts? Peculiar, new. Zikra, not necessarily new. You can relate it to it. Yes, of course. Bizarre, yes, you can. Awkward, yes, you can. Okay? Now, let's move to the next set of words. The next one is inordinate. Basically, too much, more than usual. It is a disproportionately large thing. Not bigger than expected is inordinate. So the case had taken up an inordinate amount of time, too much, more than what was expected, and disproportionate amount of time is inordinate. Then we have milieu, that is आपका social environment क्या है, आप कैसे surrounding में रहते हैं. Gregory came from the same aristocratic milieu as Sidonius, the same surrounding, the same social upbringing is milieu. Okay? Any doubts here? Surreal, bizarre, strange. Tanu for peculiar, yes. Juxtapose, रिया फिर से समझाती हूँ. Juxtaposition होती है जब दो contrasting चीजें साथ साथ रख दी जाती हैं. तो opposite ideas, दो opposite चीजें. यहाँ देखो example है pictures का, right? Black and white or colored, और एक rich और एक poor, उनको साथ साथ opposing images साथ रख दिया. Okay? Unjustifiable or of inordinate, yes, you can say that, Priya. More than suffice for inordinate, yes. Polarization for juxtaposition, yes. Yes, Arshita. So many synonyms. Very good, very good. Okay. Juxtapose, आया समझ में समर्थ? Contrasting, दो ideas के contrasting ideas अगर आपने साथ में mention कर दिए, साथ में रख दिए, ठीक है? मुंबई is the best example of juxtaposition. एक ऐसा city है मुंबई which represents the highest per capita income. उसका juxtaposition है slums. एक ऐसा शहर जहां rich है तो बहुत rich है और poor है तो slums में रहने वाले poor है जिनको basic necessities भी नहीं मिलती है खाने पीने के लिए. That is an example of a juxtaposition situation. आया आप समझ में? ईशान and Samarth in the app? Yes. Okay. Oxymoron भी बोल सकते हो आप श्रेया, बिल्कुल बोल सकते हो. Let's move to the next word. In fact, the next page. I hope you've taken a screenshot of this page. Stigma is a social disgrace. So, socially आपने unacceptable कोई चीज कर दी, आपको disgrace मिला, that's social stigma. Normal अगर आप करते हो तो unnecessary, is not related to social, you could just call it stigma. अगर social disgrace है, it's a social stigma. The stigma of having gone to prison will always be with me. Yeah, the stigma of leaving my child behind and teaching would always be. Mitigate, बहुत बार किया है. Reduce, किसी भी चीज की severity को कम करना. बहुत सारे सिनोनिम किए हमने इसके, आप बताएंगे सिनोनिम. कौन बताएगा? लेट्स सी. पैराडाइम, आकृति किसका बताया बच्चे आपने पैराडाइम? यस यस यस, मुंबई। Exactly, Bhumika and Ashish, you're right. I would 100% agree with you. Dishonor, stigma, yes. Taboo could be, yes, Jyotika. Shame, it could be. Okay? Abate, vain, very good, Samya, yes. Yes. Abate, vain, deteriorate, ebbing. Yes, Tanu. Stigma can be ignominy. It can be diminish, assuage, reduce, so ameliorate. So many synonyms. So many of them. It's okay, Garima. कोई बात नहीं बच्चे. Yes, so many of them. Reduce, done. Okay. Diminish भी उसका एक synonym ही हो गया. Right? जो next word है. कम करना, diminishing, diminishing marginal utility. एग्जाम्पल याद है सबके दिमाग में? अच्छा, माई टीचर यूज्ड एन एग्जाम्पल टू एक्सप्लेन डिमिनिशिंग मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी विथ ईटिंग बनानास। आपके स्कूल में क्या एग्जाम्पल यूज था? जिन लोगों को नहीं पता है डिमिनिशिंग मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी, मैं समझाती हूँ। अब बाकी लोग जिन्होंने पढ़ा है स्कूल में डिमिनिशिंग मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी, आप मुझे बताइए। मेरे स्कूल में एग्जाम्पल ये सबको याद होगा। सो माई टीचर टोल्ड मी, इफ यू आर हंग्री एंड समबडी गिव्स यू बनाना और यू ईट, और आपकी जो सेटिस्फैक्शन लेवल है वो इंक्रीज होती जाएगी, राइट? आपको बहुत अच्छा, आप और बनाना खाएंगे और बनाना खाएंगे, और फिर एक लेवल पे आके आप पीक पे पहुंच जाएंगे, और फिर यू विल स्टार्ट हेटिंग बनानास अगर आप खाते रहेंगे बनानास, एंड देन यू विल स्टार्ट प्यूकिंग, वो फॉल करती रहेगी। So this is the law of marginal utility. So this was the apples and oranges. Okay, pencil. आइसक्रीम का एग्जाम्पल दिया था। ओके, समोसास। ओके, तो समर्थ, इट हैज टू बी इन लिमिट, यू डिमिनिश नहीं होना चाहिए। पिज्जास। ओके, ऑलराइट, आई होप somebody, everyone understands it. Okay, hi Rolox. Okay, here we go. The next one, diminish, is done. Exile, we've done this word before. So basically अपने कंट्री से आप भाग के कहीं और आप रेस्क्यू ले रहे हैं, बिकॉज आपकी एंट्री उस कंट्री में बैन है। ठीक है, ये एग्जाम्पल हमने रामायण में भी देखा था, उनकी एंट्री बैन कर दी थी। ये एग्जाम्पल हमने महाभारत में भी देखा था। ऑल द पांडव्स along with Draupadi, they had to be in exile for I don't remember how many years, and then there was 1 year of Agyatavas as well. So I think 5 years, I don't remember that correctly. So exile is when you stay away from your homeland because your entry is prohibited there, usually because you've done something unacceptable. But Ramayana Mahabharata was not that case. Okay, oust, yes. Expel, yes. Mitigate, आदित्य, मिटिगेट इज किसी भी चीज की इफेक्टिविटी को कम कर देना, रिड्यूस कर देना। एग्जाम्पल देखो, ड्रेनेज स्कीम्स हैव हेल्प टू मिटिगेट द प्रॉब्लम। तो प्रॉब्लम था अगर वाटर लॉगिंग का, तो ड्रेनेज स्कीम ने उस प्रॉब्लम को मिटिगेट कर दिया। यस, 14 years in Ramayana, yes, but I don't remember the no ज्योतिका, रामायण में भी था बच्चे, रामायण में भी था एग्जाइल। वनवास, रामचंद्र जी वनवास में थे, कैसे भूल गए? एंड नाउ एग्जाम्पल्स आर दलाई लामा, and then we have MF Hussain, and then we have Taslima Nasreen, and then we have the founder of WikiLeaks, Julius Assange. All of these are examples of exile, people in exile. Let's move to the next one. 12 plus 1 in Mahabharata. Okay, Ayush, thank you for correcting me. I forgot that. All right. So I hope everyone has taken a screenshot of all the words. Let's start with the articles today. Here. I love this article. So with the pandemic, everything changed. The whole situation of schools and education changed. Okay. And then it was considered that the pandemic is a big hit on the students and their mental well-being because they're being kept away from socialization. I could see the impact on my child. They were kept away from socialization. They could not meet their friends, their teachers, things that they learn in the school, and everything went online. It took a complete overhaul. But then nobody actually focused on the mental well-being of the teachers because the change was for them as well. This article talks about how important is it for the teachers also to be mentally fit, and their mental well-being is equally important because they ultimately are going to ensure the mental well-being of the students. This article talks about that. Not very difficult language. We'll try to skim through it. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Any questions? Yes, here we go. So, make the mental well-being of teachers a priority? Yes, because we've been ignoring it for quite a while. It's now clear that COVID-19 got us all by surprise. Everyone was unaware of what's going to happen. When the first lockdown, no, not lockdown, the Janta curfew first day, I thought it's a matter of a week. That's what I thought. एक week में ये खत्म हो जाएगा, क्या है कोरोना कुछ. I packed my bags and came to my parents. And then ever since it's been 2 years, I've been staying with my parents. It's now clear that COVID-19 caught us all by surprise. The school education sector in India too struggled during the novel coronavirus pandemic. We still are struggling with this pandemic, the school structure. While online learning for children has its fair share of challenges, yes, sitting online, not being deviated, not being distracted with gaming and other stuff. Because I see a lot of people with a lot of gaming IDs coming to my classes. I wonder, why do you create gaming IDs at this age? What's the purpose of it? Including learning loss, yes. Fatigue from online learning and to mental stress, yes. You were tired with the online classes. There were another group that faced severe adversity. Apart from students, who was the group? The group that has not been adequately considered in general discourse. The teachers, they were also equally affected, who too struggled with meaningful pedagogies embedded in digital platform. How to make teaching online effective? Teachers struggled with that. Teachers also struggled with the whole new technology, using it because they were not used to it. The pandemic, I still struggle with Zoom. I still struggle with using Zoom. Although Zoom is a very easy application, I still struggle with that because I'm technically not very sound. The pandemic-induced conditions pose several challenges which largely remain unnoticed. So possibly the next paragraph will talk about the challenges only. कितने सारे challenges थे जो लोगों ने notice ही नहीं किया, जो teachers actually face कर रहे थे. Yes? Fatigue is tired, Tanu. थक जाना किसी चीज से. Exactly, Ayush, and that's why this passage is here. I'm very, very confident of the fact that something of this sort can come in the examination. Aishwarya, that's normal, and that's why it's suggested that you either use a tab or a laptop if it is okay for you. Okay? India has an estimated 9 million teachers, but they are not a homogeneous group in India. Homogeneous group क्यों नहीं है? I'll give you an example. Do you think I teach or I talk like your school teachers do? I believe I don't talk like my school teachers used to do. So the group isn't homogeneous. There are different kinds of teachers. There are different kinds of teaching platforms. Everybody has a different way of doing that. So the group isn't homogeneous. Some are males, some are females as well. So it's full of variety. There are extremes. Those working in schools under the union government and with better qualification, better working condition, better salaries, systematic protection to those low fee private schools. So यहाँ दो contrasting juxtaposition placed है. एक जो गवर्नमेंट टीचर्स है एंड एक जो प्राइवेट टीचर्स हैं. प्राइवेट भी लो फी प्राइवेट स्कूल्स की विद वेरी वेरी लो सैलरीज, पुअर वर्किंग कंडीशन, नो सिस्टमैटिक प्रोटेक्शन कि पैंडेमिक आएगा सो दे विल बी थ्रोन आउट. ऐसी सिचुएशन. यस? Oh, so everyone says no, but Zikra says yes. But I'm glad it's a no from most of you. Okay. So, okay, here we go. I've seen some teachers have to take first offline and then online class. Yes, exactly. And it's very tiring for them. So, आप ये दोनों तरह के टीचर्स को कंपेयर करते हैं यहाँ. Those in medium range urban private school faced a new type of bullying by being under constant watch of parents. So, पेरेंट्स का इन्वॉल्वमेंट ज़्यादा हो गया, ठीक है, दैट्स नॉट माई पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, दिस इज द ऑथर्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू कि पेरेंट्स का इन्वॉल्वमेंट ज़्यादा हो गया ऑनलाइन टीचिंग में। वो क्लासेस में बैठने लगे बच्चों के साथ, दे स्टार्टेड गाइडिंग द टीचर्स, बुलिंग द टीचर कि आप ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे हैं, आप ऐसे क्यों नहीं पढ़ा रहे हैं, आप ऐसे पढ़ाइए, विच वॉज नॉट द केस विद ऑफलाइन स्कूल्स। सो पेरेंट्स हु पॉइंटेड आउट इवन द टाइनीएस्ट मिस्टेक्स, और वो मिस्टेक्स मीम बन जाती थी, है ना। ये मीम कल्चर इतना इंक्रीज हो गया टीचर्स पे मीम बनाना कि टीचर ने गलत बोल दिया, क्यों बोल दिया, विद द फ्लो some things may come out of the mouth because it's a live session here and in your schools, but they were bullied, teachers were bullied, including variety of pronunciation in online class. Pronunciation पे भी बहुत memes बने, मैंने देखे हैं वो, you should not be one of them to make them. In addition to this, under COVID-19 duty, the deployment in undertaking door to door, अच्छा ये तो था ही bullying and difficulty of taking online classes. Apart from that, उनकी ड्यूटी लग गई, क्या ड्यूटी लगी, डोर टू डोर सर्वे करो, इम्यूनिटी बूस्टर टैबलेट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करो, पॉलिसी इंटर एंड डिस्ट्रिक्ट चेक पोस्ट, मैनेजिंग क्यूज आउटसाइड फेयर प्राइस शॉप्स, ये भी उनका काम था। बहुत सारे काम थे। ऐसा भी काम दिया कि लिकर शॉप्स के बाहर लाइन की डिसिप्लिन बना के रखो। व्हाट इज अ टीचर्स आइडेंटिटी हियर? टीचर आपका गुरु है, ठीक है। आप गुरु से अगर गुरु के मीम्स बनाते हैं, अगर आप गुरु को बुली करते हैं, अगर आप गुरु को लिकर शॉप के बाहर लाइन लगाते हैं लाइन को मेंटेन करने के लिए, what is your identity left here? It's actually a very very depressive state. This peculiar situation juxtaposed with media reports. अब यहाँ juxtaposition क्या है, देखो यहाँ एक paradox है. I told you juxtaposition can be related to a paradox. What is the paradox here? Oh, I'm so glad, Priya. I'm so happy with that. You made my day. Okay. Exactly, Satyanshu. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Okay. Good morning, Hemant. So, the juxtaposition here is that media reports say teachers drew salary without any work. पूरे साल तो उन्होंने काम ही क्या किया और उनको सैलरी मिल गई. That led to the mental turmoil, mental disturbance, lowering of self-image and self-respect. Because they had to do different kinds of work to sustain, to ensure that they get a living. And with the news that they are doing nothing and getting a living, did not make sense. Teachers were also under constant pressure to submit records of efforts made to keep learning alive. आप कैसे इंटरैक्टिव बना के रख रहे हो? आपको रेगुलरली रिपोर्ट्स देनी पड़ रही थी. These efforts could neither be fully verified. Verify कैसे करोगे? ये तो conceptualized है. And nor could their effectiveness be gauged. अब वो कितना effectivity से पढ़ा रहे हैं आप चेक नहीं कर सकते हो because it's completely online and you don't see the students. One of the main points for teachers during the pandemic was a total cut-off from the contact with children during the initial months, and that is exactly why we had our Zoom session. It was more of a benefit for me, more of a solace for me than for you guys, because there was absolutely no contact. That I couldn't see, you could see me, I couldn't see you. I don't know who am I teaching for the initial months during and after the second wave. Teachers, especially those working in high poverty environments with the marginalized groups, face an inordinate amount of job stress. वो जो poor kids को पढ़ा रहे हैं, जो weaker sections को पढ़ा रहे हैं, उनको बहुत ज़्यादा stress है. It is important to recognize and validate their stress, bring it out and discuss it openly. Because अभी तक हम बच्चों का stress discuss कर रहे हैं, we also need to discuss the stress faced by the teachers. Media is saying that the teachers are not working, but too much work is causing the turmoil. Yes, it is. न्यूज देखना छोड़ दिया, बहुत अच्छा काम किया है. द हिंदू पढ़ो, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस पढ़ो, सफिशिएंट है आपके लिए. डोंट वॉच न्यूज. ओके, ऑल राइट. जूम सेशन ज्वाइन करना है, रेगुलर रहो. 15 डेज बाद एक सेशन और होगा. ओके, सो हियर वी गो. School environments often embody larger cultural value and discussing mental health and well-being might be stigmatized. देखो, स्कूल में ना हम अलग तरीके से चीज़ों को देखते हैं. आज के टाइम में mental well-being is a priority in schools as well, a lot of schools as well. But when I was a child, mental well-being did not hold any meaning. Recognizing and addressing this stigma through a cogent set of policies and a systematic level will help schools create an environment where mental health can be discussed openly, so that nobody is scared of saying that, oh, I need help. So students can say that. CBSE is working to the core to help students, to make life easier for them. What about the teachers? Mental well-being of teachers should not be looked at as a stigma. If you want to be thinking, forward-looking, advanced society, sensitive challenges, a society in which children are safe and secure and protected with professionally well-trained teachers who know the way of mitigating newer challenges, then there is no alternative to making mental health of educators a priority. So the author says, if you want mental well-being of the children, you also have to look at the mental well-being of the teachers. It is very important first step in addressing the mental health and well-being of our children. But children से पहले teachers का mental well-being important है. Our acknowledgement of systematic challenges created for teachers and focus on teachers' well-being and mental health would perhaps ensure a safe and secure future of our future. What is future of our future here? कौन समझाएगा ये line मुझे? What is future of our future? Anyone? What is future of our future? Anyone? Guys, first understand this. I'll answer all your Telegram and Zoom doubts later on. Tell me what is future of our future. Samarth, future of our future. Everyone in the app. Who is future of our future? Future of the children. Yes. और उनका future ensure करने के लिए you have to ensure the teacher's mental well-being as well. Okay? Exactly. You, Ramesh, you absolutely are right. Alright, so let's understand the tone of the author here. Anyone? What is the tone of the author here? The app, you are the future. Yes. Exactly, Abhinav. Tone, Samarth says concerning and analytical. Okay, others? What is the tone? Tone, everyone. What is the tone here? Anyone? Yeah. Concerning? Aishwarya, cogent is practical, logical. That's cogent, okay? Concerning? Yes, concerning. Mostly concerning. Correct. And then suggestive. Concern जहां होता है वहां suggestion आता ही है, क्योंकि author ने आपको concern तो समझा दिया, अब आपको suggestion भी देगा कि concern को कैसे deal करते हैं. So concerning and suggestive. Let's move to the next article. That article has my heart and your heart as well. Ambition without idealism is dangerous. CGI N.V. Ramana writes here. It looks like it's a speech. When you read this article, you'll understand that it looks like it's a speech which he is giving standing in an NLU. It's like that. So, and it's going to be very liberating for you. Tell me, what is idealism and what is ambition? And then we're going to compare it with the help of what N.V. Ramana has written in our passage. So, what is ambition? What is idealism? कौन समझाएगा मुझे? मैम मैं कैसे कवर करूं? आप प्लीज मुझे बताओगे कि प्रॉब्लम आ रही है बहुत. क्या कवर करने में बच्चे? क्लास के एंड में करें डिस्कस बच्चे. I'll be staying for 5 more minutes towards the end, okay? This Jyotika is from the Indian Express. I had told you in the roundup to read this thoroughly. Perfection, idealism, yes. Okay? Ambition is your goal, yes. It's your aim. Yes, Ashish मैंने बताया था. What is idealism? Everyone tells me what is ambition. What is idealism? Goal is ambition. Idealism is opinion, yes. You believe something is right, you believe something is wrong. That's your ideology. Yes. Ideas क्या हैं आपके? जहां से आप इंस्पिरेशन लेते हो, ये भी हो सकता है। चलिए, so let's understand this. So ambition and idealism is without idealism is dangerous. So N.V. Ramana says that ambition है कि आपको क्या अचीव करना है, लेकिन कोई आइडियलिज्म नहीं है, कोई आइडियाज नहीं है, कोई थॉट प्रोसेस नहीं है, कोई सही गलत का डिमार्केशन नहीं है। जब ये नहीं है तो ambition आपके लिए डेंजरस हो सकता है। Let's understand this article in detail. The father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, once remarked, "Youth are agents for transformation. You are going to bring the change." The history of modern India would be incomplete without acknowledging the roles played by students and youth of this country. They played a very, very big role in shaping up our country, what it is today. Many social revolutions and changes were brought about through politically conscious and socially responsible students. Yes, so our CGI says it's okay to be politically involved, but it's okay to be politically opinionated, which most of the students reading the Hindu would be. At least I know that. And most of the students thinking of themselves as civil servants someday would be. But you need to be aware of what is happening rather than just making an image into your mind of a political scenario. So politically conscious and socially responsible as a student is needed. And these were the students who raised their voice against existing inequalities. That brought the change. Students have been face of the Indian independence movement, a lot of them. In fact, the youth have often taken up certain causes inspired by many political parties to the same subsequently. So बहुत सारे students का involvement था आज जो हमारा country है उसको बनाने में, including political struggle, including what our constitution is right now, including voicing their opinions against inequalities. So आज जो हम हैं बहुत सारे students का उसमें role रहा है. Education has a social agenda. The agenda is to develop our human resource. Human resource कौन होते हैं? आप और हम, जो the people of the nation, ये हमारा human resource है. Education इसको develop करता है और capable बनाता है आपको, which meet the requirements of this society. An educated citizenry is the greatest asset of any democratic society. So education पे focus करना आज के टाइम में सबसे ज्यादा important है, क्योंकि वो आपका greatest asset है. और educate करके हमारे ही country में रखना उनको, बाहर जाके गूगल और मेटा और बाकी तो के लिए वर्क करना से बेटर अगर हमारे कंट्री में हम उनको रिटेन कर सके. Students are known for their readiness to fight for all the right causes. Yes, at least you guys are, I'm sure of that. I don't know about other programs, I don't know about the IIT aspirants, but you are ready to fight for all the right causes because their thoughts are pure and honest. Without any dirt, without any inclination for a political party कि मैं इसको वोट दूंगा क्योंकि ये ही मेरे कंट्री को बचाएगा. No, they are always at the forefront, questioning injustice. You guys certainly are questioning injustice. Why is this happening? Why is the injustice? Any keen observer of Indian society would notice that in the past few decades, no big leader has emerged from the student community. Last 20 years में हमने एक भी नया लीडर को emerge होते नहीं देखा. Now, एक अलग ओपिनियन रखती हूँ मैं. ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि कुछ होना चाहते थे लेकिन हमारी जो सीनियर्स की पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है वो दबा देती पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स को, जो बच्चे हैं, जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं. So it could be the other point of view as well, which I have. Okay, so but okay, what are you saying, Aishwarya? No political discussions. Yes, Ayush, that's exactly why I said what I thought of. Okay, that's exactly why I said it. Oh, is it, Garima? See, I got it right then. That's what I assumed. Which NLU was it, bache? Yes, so here we go. This appears to be correlated with the diminished participation of students in social causes after liberalization. Participation बहुत कम हो गया students का social causes में. The importance of students' participation in a modern democracy cannot be played down. मतलब students का participation democracy में equally नहीं, बहुत ज़्यादा important होता है because you are the future of our country. It is necessary for you students to take part in current debates. बिल्कुल participate करो. जब आप NLUs में जाओगे, moot courts में जाओ, get into debates, cultural societies. Again, I'm reminded of my session yesterday with Urjasvi. जिसने भी नहीं देखा, please watch the whole session. It's a power-packed session, and I'm sure you're going to be learning so much out of that 1 hour of discussion that I've had with Urjasvi. You have a clear vision. It is essential that more and more well-meaning, forward-looking and upright students like you enter public life. You are upright, you're not going to budge. You know what is right, what is wrong, and you're going to put forward your points strongly. You must emerge as leaders. After all, political consciousness and well-informed debates can steer the nation into a glorious future as envisaged by our constitution. So, जो हमारा constitution believe करता है हम क्या हैं, वहां तक पहुंचाने के लिए आपका रोल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. A responsive youth is vital for strengthening democracy. So, आपका responsive होना, responsive is responding to what is happening around you, not being meek and finding an MNC to work which you will go outside India and work for. It is therefore necessary for students to realize the importance of their relationship with the society. Society में क्या सही हो रहा है, क्या गलत. अगर आप वो realize करोगे, you can actually turn out to be a better citizen of the country. Very good, Ishan. I'm really proud of that. Aditya, your question has been answered in Urjasvi's session. Please watch that. It's there on our YouTube channel, the same YouTube channel you're watching me live on. Yesterday, 6 p.m. it was held. Okay? Aditya, it's a misconception. It's a misconception. I think I'll address your point of view in some other class. Okay? So here we go. They cannot live in isolation. देखो स्टूडेंट्स है, आप सोसाइटी का पार्ट हो, अकेले नहीं रह सकते हो. कितने दिन रहोगे, कितने साल रहोगे? You have to be in contact with society someday. Students are guardians of freedom, justice, equality, ethics and social equilibrium. All this can be achieved only when their energies can be properly streamlined. अब क्या on energy gaming में नहीं लगे, gaming में नहीं जाए, illegal stuff में नहीं जाए, streamline करो. Aim बनाओ अपना clear क्या है. When the youth becomes socially and politically conscious, the basic issue of education, food, clothing, healthcare, shelter would come into focus in the national discourse. And they can help us evade all these issues. The educated youth cannot remain aloof from the social reality. तो अगर आप educated हैं, आप अलग नहीं रह सकते हो. आपको injustice नहीं आप ignore कर सकते हो. You will look at it, you will work for it. You have a special responsibility to deal with that. The youth today is driven by idealism and ambition. अब आइडिया आता है जो मेन मोटो था उनका स्पीच का, आइडियलिज्म और एम्बिशन. ये कैसे लिंक्ड है और इनके बारे में वो क्या बोलते हैं? आइडियलिज्म विदाउट एम्बिशन मे नॉट अचीव एनी पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट. तो आइडियलिज्म है लेकिन एम्बिशन ही नहीं है कुछ भी. ये होना चाहिए लेकिन कैसे होना चाहिए? आप कुछ भी अचीव नहीं कर सकते. और एम्बिशन विदाउट आइडियलिज्म, एम्बिशन है मुझे प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनना है, लेकिन कोई आइडियोलॉजी नहीं है आपकी, आप डेंजरस हो गए हो. आप combine these two in the right proportion and enable our country to emerge as one of the most powerful and harmonious. So a right proportion of idealism and ambition. Unfortunately, the focus nowadays is on professional courses to the total neglect of equally important subjects. If you have been regular with my classes, you would know how much I focus on the fact that everybody needs to read social issues, social sciences, social subjects, economics, everybody irrespective of what subject you take. Professional courses, MBA ban jate, I'll get an MNC job, I'll move outside, I'll move to Canada with a PR. What is the use? How are you serving your country? So people are focusing on professional courses and they totally neglect equally important subjects such as humanities, natural sciences, social sciences in an anxiety to secure highly remunerative and profitable job opportunities. Yes, it's needed. A good job, a high salary is needed. But what are you without even serving your society? Children are sent to exile in, देखो ये कितना sad statement है. Children are sent to exile in privately run residential schools and coaching centers. Permanent residency भेज देते हैं. कोटा चले जाओ, 2 साल वहीं रहना, IIT क्रैक करके वापस आना. हम बात नहीं करेंगे, आप डिस्टर्ब हो जाओगे. Do you remember 3 Idiots? The formative years of budding talents are spent in suffocating atmosphere that unfortunately resembles prisons. You shouldn't be one of those. You guys clearly know I am unschooling my child. We don't send her to school. We don't plan to send her to the school ever. The harsh reality is that even after the students enter professional universities, the focus is on classroom teaching and not the world beyond classroom. What is world beyond classroom? Moot courts, debating, cultural activities, societies, NGOs, internships. That's what you need to focus on. Yes? Do you agree with his point of view? Yes, all of you do. Satyanshu, I can do that, but that needs some more time, okay? Because this session already goes on for an hour. I can try to do that, okay? You're in the app. Exactly, Abhinav. Yes, yes, yes. So, when you enter the profession, you will take an oath on the Constitution. You as lawyers, you will take an oath on the Constitution. Always remember your solemn duty to uphold the Constitution. You all are aware, independence of the judiciary is sacrosanct. Sacrosanct क्या होता है? Sacred. It's sacrosanct, okay? So your independence of the judiciary without any influence is sacrosanct in ensuring the rule of law. It's needed, it's sacred. As officers of the court, you must always guard the institution during testing times. डिफिकल्ट होगा टाइम, लोग यूज करेंगे सप्रेस करने के लिए, बहुत सारे नए नए लॉ बनाएंगे, सेडिशन जैसे पुराने लॉ को यूज करेंगे लोगों को दबाने के लिए. यू हैव टू स्टैंड. You must always remain vigilant about possible attacks. This is our collective responsibility towards our constitution. It is for you to shape the future of the country. The opinions you write, policies you draft, pleadings and submissions that you file in the court, and the ethics that you hold dear will have a far-fetching effect. तो आप कितना ethically काम करते हैं, आप कितना right और wrong में differentiate करते हैं, और आप जो भी बोलते हैं या लिखते हैं, सबका impact होगा society में. As the former US President John F. Kennedy famously said, ask what not your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Beautifully ended. So motivating, so enlightening. It has to be coming from our CJI. What is the tone here? What is the CR part? Sorry, what is the, tone of the author? Ishan looking at a statement. Tone of the author. Exactly. Garima, that's the sad part, Garima. Tone of the author. Analytical? Sure. Critical? Okay. Anyone else? Concerning? It's inspiring. It's motivating. It's not analytical. वो एनालाइज नहीं कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने एनालाइज कर लिया है, वो आपको बता रहे हैं क्या करना है. It's not analytical. He's not praising anything. It's not praiseworthy. It's motivating. It's inspirational. Got it? Suggestive एक न्यूट्रल वर्ड जाता है आशीष, इससे ज्यादा यहाँ inspirational है and motivating है. These are the two tones. Got this, everyone? Yes, yes, Akshit. Yes, you did. All right, everyone gets it. So I had to take this article. We just could not skip it. So now I'm going to share today's newspaper. Stick with me. Let's see what are the important articles we should be reading. Last 5 minutes, I'll try to address your personal questions. Okay? Just a second. Share today's Hindu. All right. I hope it's visible to everyone in the background. Yeah. So here we go. Let's look at the important articles. Freedom and power. Skim. Skim. Okay. Okay, so finally, Julian Assange. The article is here. मैं आपको बहुत मन से बता रही हूँ. विकीलीक्स फाउंडर जूलियन असांज, विकीलीक्स फाउंडर्स, मैंने आपको स्टोरी बताई थी, क्या फनी सिनेरियो हुआ था. आई एम गोइंग टू टेक दिस आर्टिकल टुमारो. आई विल टेल यू द हिस्ट्री ऑफ व्हाट हैपेंड. ठीक है. इट्स फनी, इट्स सैड, इट्स पैराडॉक्सिकल एक्चुअली. सो इट्स एन एंडलेस ऑर्डील. क्या हुआ, क्यों हुआ, कल पूरा डिटेल में समझाऊंगी. आप भी इसको पढ़ के आना. ओके. इट्स actually a surprise for me. I did not know ये article आ जाने वाला है when I talked about Julian Assange. The evolution. Okay. Do you think you should be reading this? What do you think? Do you think it's important? This one? Shamu, there are chances, yes. But Shamu, why don't you read the articles with me? You've been asking this question for quite a while. I've seen those questions, but answering that during the session would deviate you and I, both of us, right? 12:30 class होगी प्रीति? बिल्कुल होगी. बिल्कुल yes, 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 yes. No सिमरला, आपको बिल्कुल 100% पढ़ना है. Okay? Evolution of framing the constitution बिल्कुल पढ़ना है आपको. ये स्किम कर सकते हो. Okay? The next one, stepping stones in the post pandemic world. Yes, इसको भी पढ़ना आपको, छोड़ना नहीं है, स्किम कर लो. All right. One second, guys. Yeah. So the next one, here we go. छोड़ देना इसको, ना? हमने लास्ट क्लास में ब्लास्फेमी डिस्कस किया था. क्या है ब्लास्फेमी केसेस? अब छोड़ देना इस आर्टिकल को. यस, ये आपको पढ़ना है. ओके. Don't read this. Don't read this. Let's look at the Indian Express. Simrala, when there is no important article in our newspaper. No, Gulshan. The next press. Here. How the pandemic has worsened inequality in India? Yes, read this. How Delhi is leading the charge in electric vehicle adoption? Skim. India sending medical aid to Afghanistan is a sign of thaw in bilateral relations? Skim. The parliament attack was 20 years ago. Are we more prepared today? Skim. Judges cannot be shielded from citizens' questions? Yes, read this thoroughly. With why cryptocurrency legislations need careful consideration, read this. I'm very, very confident crypto pe either some article or some GK question will surely come in the examination. Farmers and the defeat of populism, skim. That's all. Now hum purane aa gaye articles. Yes, that's all. इंडियन एक्सप्रेस में और भी आर्टिकल्स अपलोड होंगे ड्यूरिंग द डे. ठीक है, वो आपको खुद देखने होंगे कौन से इंपॉर्टेंट. ऑलराइट, नाउ गाइस, Ashmita, you just need to type Indian Express and log into that website. It's available for free. Okay? Alright. Any questions that you would want me to answer? It's okay, Arun. Does not matter. आपको editorial पढ़ना है. It does not matter, okay? Any other question? मैम, आप ये न्यूज़पेपर कौन सी वेबसाइट से निकालते हो? ये रेस्पेक्टिव वेबसाइट से पेड सब्सक्रिप्शन है बच्चे. Any other question? Telegram groups link. Okay. Video team, if you're listening to me, can you please send the law doubt discussion Telegram groups link here? Video team, the law doubt discussion and its Telegram link. Can you please share it here? Guys, I'm there in that Telegram group, you could just tag me at @Alpa and you could send me doubts that you have. Video team. Video team is going to do it, okay? Stick with me. Any other question? Ashmita, Hindu will ask you to take subscription, but Indian Express wouldn't. आ रहा है बच्चे, टेलीग्राम लिंक आ रहा है. Any other question? Ishan, the newspaper should never be read on mobiles. Never. You're doing a mistake. Video team, can you please listen to me? Can you please share? Just a minute. Let me ask them to share it. Give me 1 second. I've asked them, they're going to share it, okay? Okay. Satyanshu, you just have to call the counselor who gave you the admission and ask him to get you into the Telegram group of your batch. They're going to do that, okay? No Poonam, baki newspapers be important, eh? Okay. Video team, please share the link for the Telegram group Law Doubt Discussion BYJU'S Exam Prep. Ask them to do it. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so possibly the video team is occupied. So I'll do this in tomorrow's class, okay? You're going to ruin your eyes, Shreya, that's why. Bye everyone, have a very, very good day. I'll see you at 12:30 with my, on my BBA YouTube platform with the Parajumbles class. Have a very good day everyone. God bless you.